Hi, I'm Don from Elevate, and I'm going to walk you through the installation of our air intake for Volvo P3 models with the 3-liter T6 engine. You'll see that installation can be completed in under 7 minutes, but take your time and enjoy the process. These instructions apply to both the aluminum intake pipe and the carbon fiber intake pipe. The only tools you'll need to install the Elevate air intake are a 13mm combination wrench or socket with ratchet, a flat blade screwdriver, a T15 Torx driver, and a 3mm Allen wrench. Optionally, you can use a 7mm and 8mm socket with ratchet on the 2 hose clamps used in the installation. Let's get started. Use the flat blade screwdriver to loosen the hose clamp on top of the airbox, and then unclip the mass airflow sensor wiring harness from the airbox. Disconnect the top of the airbox from the intake pipe. Disconnect the fresh air pipe from the bottom of the airbox and pull the airbox straight up, releasing it from the 2 connectors. The mass airflow sensor wiring harness will still be connected, so be careful as you lift out. Disconnect the mass airflow sensor. Lay the airbox on its side, grab your T15 Torx, and unscrew the 2 screws that secure the mass airflow sensor to the airbox. It's a good idea to keep these 2 screws and set them aside and keep them with the stock airbox in case you ever need to revert back to the stock airbox. Remove the mass airflow sensor by pulling it straight up, and the airbox is free to be removed from the engine bay. We've already connected the air filter to the aluminum intake pipe, and here you're going to insert the mass airflow sensor. It can only go in one way, so orient it correctly and press the mass airflow fully into place, making sure it's sealed against the air intake pipe. Get the 2 screws that are included with the kit and the washers, and secure the mass airflow sensor to the intake pipe. Get both of the screws started, and then you'll use the 3mm Allen wrench to fully secure the mass airflow sensor to the air intake pipe. With the mass airflow sensor secured, take the water repellent cover and gently slip it around the air filter. You'll work the water repellent cover on until it's all the way around the air filter and fits snugly. Next, you're going to remove the bolt that secures the air conditioner compressor to the bracket. So grab a 13mm wrench and remove that bolt. It's a fairly long bolt, so remove it all the way. Using the included washer, you will use that washer on that bolt. You'll slip the air intake pipe through the heat shield, tipping the air filter down into place first, and then you'll move the heat shield and air intake pipe assembly into place. You'll lift up the plastic air intake pipe and connect to the aluminum intake pipe. Make sure that the fresh air hose down at the bottom is on the inside, pointed towards the air filter, and everything will drop into place. Once it has, you can start the bolt going back into the air conditioning compressor. Don't tighten the bolt quite yet, just get it almost snug, because you'll be repositioning the air intake pipe. Next, you'll position the air intake pipe and heat shield, positioning everything to make sure that the air filter is not in contact with anything. And once you've done so, you can tighten the clamp between the aluminum intake pipe and the plastic pipe which leads down to the turbo. Once you've tightened that, you can feed the mass airflow sensor wire harness to the mass airflow sensor and connect it. Make sure that the mass airflow sensor connector fully snaps into place on the mass airflow sensor. Once you've secured the mass airflow sensor, take your 13mm wrench, once that bolt is tightened, do a final inspection making sure everything is in place and secure, start the engine, and enjoy your Elevate air intake.